Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to my channel, Mathematics of Today's Generation. Kung bago ka pa lang dito sa channel ko, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. At pakihit na rin sa notification bell para updated kayo sa mga panibagong videos na i-upload ko. Okay, by the way, if you are a mathematics contestant, a math coach, or a mathematics enthusiast, then this tutorial is for you. Without further ado, let's begin. So we are now on problem number 26. An algebra and number theory problem number 2. This problem is suggested by one of our followers, and we're going to solve this in a very systematic manner. So the problem, if 3 raised to x plus 1 plus 2 raised to y plus 2 is equal to 43, and 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 2 raised to y plus 3 is equal to 49, then we are tasked to find the remainder when 2024 raised to 5x plus 4y quantity raised to 2024 is divided by 19. Okay, so first, we're going to simplify the system of exponential equations by writing that equations into a system of linear equations. So for our solution, for equation 1, we have 3 raised to x plus 1 plus 2 raised to y plus 2 is equal to 43. And applying the product of powers, so we now have 3 raised to x times 3 plus 2 raised to y times 2 squared is equal to 43. And then, we let 3 raised to x would be equal to m, and 2 raised to y would be equal to n. Then the equation becomes, we now have 3 times 3 raised to x equals n, so we now have 3 times n, so we have 3n plus 2 raised to y equals n, so we have 2 squared is equal to 4, then times n, so we have 4n is equal to 43. So this would be now the first linear equation with two variables for equation number 1. For equation number 2, we have 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 2 raised to y plus 3 is equal to 49. Then, the same log, so we now have 3 raised to x times 3 squared minus 2 raised to y times 2 cubed is equal to 49. Then since 3 raised to x equals n, and 3 squared equals 9, so we have 9 times n, so we have 9n, minus 2 cubed is equal to 8, then times n, so we have 8n is equal to 49. So this would be now our second linear equation. Now, solving this linear equation simultaneously, so by elimination, then we eliminate a variable n. So we have 3n plus 4n is equal to 43. 9n minus 8n is equal to 49. So here, you are going to multiply both sides of the equation number 1 by 2 so that the coefficient of n here is an additive inverse of the coefficient of n in the second equation. So since we multiply 2 to the left-hand side, so we're going to multiply also 2 to the right-hand side. Now, by distributive property, we have 2 times 3m, so we have 6m. Then 2 times 4n, so we have 8n is equal to 2 times 43, we have 86. Then copy the second equation, 9m minus 8n is equal to 49. Then by adding this, we have 6m plus 9m, so we have 15m. Then positive 8n plus negative 8n, so we have 0, and this is equal to 86 plus 49 is equal to 135. So it follows that by dividing both sides of the equation by 15, we have 15m divided by 15 is equal to 135 divided by 15. So 15 divided by 15, that is equal to 1. So this follows that m is equal to 135 divided by 15, so that is equal to 9. Okay, solving for the value of n. Okay, solving for n. Okay, we have, okay, we can use equation 1 or equation 2. Okay, but for this, I am going to use equation number 1. So we now have 3 times our n is 9 plus 4n is equal to 43. Then 3 times 9, so we have 27. Then we applying the subtraction property of equality, we can write this equation as 4n is equal to 43 minus 27. And 43 minus 27 is equal to 16. Okay. And dividing both sides of the equation by 4. So 4 divided by 4, that is equal to 1. So this follows that n is equal to 16 divided by 4. So we have 4. Okay, since we have found already the values of m and n, which are 9 and 4 respectively, and from our assumption here, okay, we have 3 raised to x equals n. So we're going to find the value of x. Okay, now, we have 3 raised to x is equal to 9. Then, 9 can be written as 3 squared. So we have 3 raised to x equals 3 squared. Then, by applying the cancellation law, so we can cancel that out. So this follows that x is equal to 2. Okay, for 2 raised to y, so that is equal to n. So we have n equals 4. And 4 can be written as 2 squared. So we have 2 raised to y equals 2 squared. Then again, by cancellation law, so we can cancel this out. This follows that y is equal to 2. Now, okay, finding the remainder when this expression is divided by 19. Okay, first, let us evaluate 5x plus 4y. Okay. Evaluating 5x plus 4y. So we have 5 times our x is 2 plus 4 times our y is 2. So we have 5 times 2, we have 10 plus 4 times 2, we have 8. Then 10 plus 8, so we have 18. So that would be the equivalent value for 5x plus 4y. Okay, so before we get the remainder, so let us first recall some concept that is very applicable in finding the remainder. So since we do not have space here, so I'll clean up the board and we're going to start here. So let us recall first the corollary of Fermat-Lenoir theorem. Fermat-Lenoir theorem states that, or the corollary, if P is prime and P does not divide A, then we have A raised to P minus 1 is congruent to 1 modulo P. Okay, so this concept will be used finding the remainder when this expression is divided by 19. Okay, so now we have since 5x plus 4y is equal to 18, so this follows that 2024 raised to 18 raised to 2024 is divided by 19. And we want to find the remainder when this expression is divided by 19. Okay. So, but first, let us determine if 19 and 2024 are relatively prime, such that we can say that 19 does not divide a 2024. Note that a equals 2024 can be expressed in prime factorization as follows. We have 2 cubed times 11 times 23. And our P there is equal to 19. Therefore, we can say that a P does not divide A. So we have hence P does not divide A. And P is prime. So, okay, by the corollary of Fermat-Little theorem, we have 2024 raised to P minus 1. P minus 1 is equal to 18. So we have 2024 raised to 18 is congruent to 1 modulo 19. And then, to express this number of the form, this one, so we're going to raise both sides of the congruence by 18 raised to 2023. So this follows that we have 2024 raised to 18 raised to 18 raised to 2023 is congruent to 1 raised to 18 raised to 2023 modulo 19. Then, by applying power of power, and so with product of powers in the exponent, this follows that we have 2024 raised to 18. So we have 1 plus 2023. So we have 2024 is congruent to, 1 raised to any number is equal to 1. So we have 1 modulo 19. So from here, we can say that the remainder, when this number is divided by 19, is equal to 1. Okay, so, and I think it's a good place to stop.